and welcome to Utkarsh Minds Python for Data Science. Today we will continue with the foundations of data science and statistics. This video is about the term significance. If you see that we have seen previously many terms related to statistics like case, scores, even code book and measurement levels. I will say that the word significance and its meaning are very important in the field of statistics. People will say that I have received a significant result. So, what do they mean when they say? They mean that they have collected a sample which is, and they are making a conclusion about the sample, and the same conclusion is valid about the population as well. As you remember that population will have multiple data points, and from this we randomly select and create a sample. Whatever conclusion we make on our sample, we have to say whether it is valid on the population or not. If it is significant, if our conclusion is significant, then we can say that even the population has this phenomena. For example, if someone says that in my sample the number of men and number of women are equal, and that person has got a significant result, that means the same phenomena is valid even for the population. This is possible because of probability theory, and that is a very important part of inferential statistics. If you recall, inference means conclusion. So any conclusion about the sample is valid even on the population. The population has millions of people, whereas the sample has a very small limit, maybe 5,000 or 50,000. Yet a conclusion on this 50,000 is valid for the 1400 million also. So that is the use of probability theory and inferential statistics. Let us take an example. If there is a coin and this coin is tossed 200 times, out of that we have got 192 heads and 8 times tails. So can we say this coin is fair? Because fair means equal chance of head and tail. Looking at the number of heads and tails, you will say that no, this coin is not fair. But remember, this is only a sample. We can toss unlimited times. We have only tossed 200 times. If we toss unlimited times, will it be fair? Can we say that just by looking at its behavior on 200 tosses? The answer is yes. So here the population, I will call it P, is unlimited tosses. The sample is 200 tosses. Looking at this behavior in 200 tosses, we can say that yes, the coin is not fair, and even if it is tossed unlimited times, it will still be not fair. That is possible with probability theory and hypothesis tests. So we will see hypothesis tests and how they can be performed in Python in the coming videos. For now, let us assume that I have applied a hypothesis test. Then I will get a result something like this, 0.0, nearly 0%. The hypothesis test will tell me that there is a probability, and that is called as p-value. The probability of coin being fair is nearly 0%, because remember the coin was tossed 200 times, 192 heads and only 8 tails. By applying the hypothesis test, we have got the probability of nearly 0% of being fair. So we can say even after infinite tosses, the coin will not be fair, because this is the power of inferential statistics. Just based on 200 tosses, we can predict what will happen in infinite tosses as well. But let us say that there is a coin which has given 92 heads and 108 tails. This on the basis of 200 toss. Can I say this coin is fair? Ideally, fair means 50-50. Here the probability theory, let us say, gives me an answer of 45%, which means that there is a 45% chance that this is fair. That means even after infinite tosses, we cannot say that it will be biased. It is likely to be fair. So that is the probability theory and hypothesis testing. Through hypothesis testing, we get a percentage of likelihood. Further, this example, we can say it has 4 cases in all. Okay, there is a case 1, there is a case 2, there is case 3, and there is case 4. Case 1 says that in reality the coin is fair. Okay, let us say that coin is not biased and alternate will be coin is biased. There are 2 hypotheses. One is called the null hypothesis, one is called the alternate hypothesis. Hypothesis, the word itself means a research statement which has to be proved. Is the coin biased? Is the research statement. And there are 2 possibilities: coin is not biased and coin is biased. The null hypothesis will always be the no effect, that means not biased, and alternate hypothesis means the opposite of null, that means is biased. Remember, when you frame your hypothesis, it should always be that the null hypothesis means your no effect hypothesis or no change hypothesis. So it will always say the coin is not biased, and the alternate hypothesis is the opposite of null hypothesis, which is coin is biased. Another example, the lucky charm has no effect on the test, the lucky charm has an effect on the test. So you can see how the null hypothesis is the no effect hypothesis and alternate hypothesis is the one that says there is an effect. So the research question we have investigated, and we have said that null hypothesis is true. It means coin is not biased. However, our research findings have concluded that our null hypothesis is wrong. We are rejecting it. This is the reality which says not biased, but our research has proved, our hypothesis has proved that it is biased. That means there is an error, and that is called the type 1 error. There is a second possibility where the coin is biased and we are also saying that it is biased. So it is a correct conclusion. This is what we want. There is a third conclusion where we say that the coin is not biased and we have proved that it is not biased. So again, this is a correct conclusion. And the fourth error is false negative, which says coin is not biased in reality, but we are saying that coin is biased in reality, but we are saying that it is not biased. That means it is another type of error. So these are the two errors. First error is known as type 1 error, and the second one is known as type 2 error or false negative error. So in research questions, our aim is to ensure that there is less false positive and false negative error. We will see what is the meaning of this type 1 and type 2 in detail in the further videos. Only thing that I want to summarize is that the word significance means if you have some effect in the population if you have some effect in the sample, then you can say the population also shows this effect if your results are significant. Thank you for watching, and we will continue this hypothesis testing and statistics in the coming videos.